All right, we got Jeff Smith here. He stopped by the My Fence Life Studios, which is actually part of Las Vegas Fence here. So we didn't have to travel very far, right? You were just over in my office. Hey, not very often does Jeff get to stop by my office, so it's kind of an exciting thing. I thought I'd bring him on here to throw him out there to all you guys. Let's throw him under the bus. See if we can get him to spill some beans on some new products. Or I know you guys, man. Barrette is always advancing the industry. So what's been going on with you?
Well, just recently, last year, we purchased BuffTech and Semtech, one of the largest molded companies, and also very, very popular vinyl extruded business from New York that we've been really part of. It's premium products, great products. Out here in Las Vegas this week, talking about premium products with builders. Here with Master Halco, going over some of that, trying to get to some of this product in town.
That's BuffTech.
That's BuffTech. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you guys are familiar with BuffTech, but that was literally the very first vinyl fence I ever sold. I don't know if you know that.
Wow.
It was San Diego. I was working for San Diego Fence.
And it's aging you.
Yeah. So I am familiar with it. I mean, that was pretty much all that was out there back then, if I'm remembering. I just don't remember anything else back. This was like the 90s almost, right?
Very great name and been around a long time. Great product. Yeah. We have 4 colors now. In that extruded product fence line, what we call textured. Really excited about it. It's been a great little boom for us, offering to our existing customers and bringing on new customers with that.
Yeah. So tell us about this though. I mean, I don't do a lot of vinyl here. I mean, there was a lot. I mean, when I say it was very first one I sold, I'm talking about 30 years ago. So we don't do much here at Las Vegas Fence. Tell me about the ridges. What's the difference between it's all tongue and groove, I'm assuming.
It's all tongue and groove. So what's a 7-inch tongue and groove? And this is a little bit thicker than a normal out there in the industry. So this doesn't need an insert, doesn't need any type of metal inside our pickets, where some dark colors do because it moves, especially in Vegas. Everybody thinks vinyl does not work because it's so dark, but just the way it's extruded with the capstock that we carry, it just lasts long. And went to a job, was done 5 years ago, took off the cap, noticed it did not change color whatsoever. So I was really amazed by that, and just real excited. So this comes with a 2x6 rail, top and bottom, with an insert in top and bottom. It automatically comes privacy fence with a 7-inch tongue and groove. Typically there's 11.3 or 6-inch. This comes with a 7-inch.
Wow. What does that do for the fence? Is it just for aesthetics, or is there actually some structural thing?
They've been doing this for a long time, so they just got to figure it out. Okay. And it's different because everybody has a 6-inch or 11.3. So this is a 7-inch. So it's just a really great product, and I'm glad this is part of our bag of tricks that we got now.
So that's interesting. So these ridges basically make it to where you don't need to do a metal insert.
It makes it stronger, yes.
Otherwise, you'd have a lot of little mini.
Right.
So tell me what you've been up to. What are you in town for right now?
I'm partnering with Master Halco. We're out looking for some new opportunities, builders, just anything. I know Vegas is booming a lot, and we don't have a lot of opportunities out here. So we have a great company, Master Halco, we deal with, and we're out here just knocking on doors and really getting some good success and talking about our products.
Yeah, it's nice. So I'll bring it up. Hey, we got you coming to the fence show again this year.
Yeah,
and it looks like you stepped up your booth.
We got bigger and better. Yeah, we got marketing involved, and we put it on our plan, and we had a great show last year. A lot of people that came in from the Midwest or the South. Nothing on the West Coast. I was surprised, but it was a great show, and so obviously we want to get bigger and better than the one of last year. Last year we just bought BuffTech when that started, so that was kind of a nice little feature. Yeah. Now we're going to really show it off and show some of our aluminum products and our other vinyl products that we have locally in Utah too. So MVP.
Yeah, and that's interesting that you said you got a lot of hopefully new customers, not just ones that you've
new customers.
Yeah, and from the East Coast. So a lot of times people think of the Fence Show and Security Expo in Las Vegas being a West Coast show, but it's a national show. You don't get any more national than that. I mean, I'd say it was almost of course, what is it? 80% of the population live on the East Coast. So it's kind of hard to have a show that doesn't have people from the East Coast, but I was really surprised with how many people came down and over from the East Coast. So it was, it was really cool.
Yeah. For a big company, we just had a small booth last year at 10x10. So this year we went a little bit bigger. So
one of the bigger ones, 20x20. So we appreciate the support on that too. That's really cool. So what other shows did you do this year? Fence Tech?
Yeah, we just did Fence Tech Nashville. Great show. We had all of our brands here. We had probably I think a 40x40. Yeah. We do carry a lot of brands. That's something we're going through is to find out what our what our brand is right now. It's Barrette, obviously owned by a big company, Oldcastle, which is even phenomenal that we're going to start using our branding differently. So
and that was Nashville.
That was Nashville.
Man,
what a fun town that was.
I was so bummed I didn't go to. I mean, we had a booth there. So FWA had a booth. The women of FWA were
great crowd, great people. It was a great show. It was good weather. It was a little cold, but it was good weather. So.
Yeah. So we were. We also had a booth at World of Concrete at the exact same time. So while we had a lot of rooms and stuff down there in Nashville, it just wasn't cost effective to send since I was in Las Vegas. So I ran the Las Vegas World of Concrete booth.
Right.
But yeah, so what's coming up this year? Anything on the radar that exciting stuff, that events and things you're going to be doing? Does Barrette do actual training events?
Yeah, we do a lot of training events. We have a national trainer who does a lot of premium sales training that came from our acquisition of BuffTech and Semtech. So we're really spreading the word about premium sales and really excited about it. We haven't had this type of product before, so we're just another great thing to add to our tool bag here to sell products.
Yeah. So what am I going to be able to rope Barrette into doing some training over at the Fence University here?
You got it. Yeah. That's something I know we talked about before, but sure, if we could work that in for sure. Talk about premium vinyl and to get Barrette's name out there for sure. We would be happy to.
Yeah. So what I know, September's coming up. We got two shows. Industry AFA and FWA is both putting a show up in September.
A week apart.
Yeah. I'm assuming you're going to be at both.
I'm going to be at both Reno and Las Vegas.
Are you physically going to be at both?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yes. You just got a little car. You did a race car. You're going to drive back and forth.
I think I'll just use Southwest.
It's
quicker.
Yeah. I'm excited. I know I'm going to try to walk the West Coast Fence Show, the one up in Reno. Because it's pretty close. What is it, like an hour flight?
Well, since we've never had a West Coast show, so that's usually went on every 3 years. So
yeah,
I'm glad your show is going on every year. It's really going to get the word out on the West Coast.
So how do say somebody that's not familiar with Barrette, which is not, you're one of the bigger guys. I know it's hard to say someone's not familiar, but there is people. So say they are. How do they get a hold of you or the company? Say they want to. We got one of our members that wants to buy your product. What do they do? Where do they go? What websites is there to get information?
I think the first place to start is BarretteOutdoorLiving.com is our main website. It shows all of our different products, everything that we do carry. We have a lot of big distributors that we work with throughout the country. Locally, we have distributors. Obviously, we're really good working with distributors. They're better at job lots than we are coming cross country because most of our plants are in Tennessee, Atlantic City, and Florida. So it's kind of hard to come out West Coast. So we have distribution locally. Then we have Utah, where we a little bit better at, a little bit closer for us to.
So when you say job lots, you're talking about like a company would just order per job. So just
per job.
Say they got 200 feet of fencing. And it's not just vinyl. You do a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, we do aluminum. We also all different types of products that we do. We're in decking. So we got so many products.
I saw your booth at IBS, International Building Show. If you haven't been to International Building Show, you got to check it out. That is great. That is like all of our shows put together on steroids.
Yeah, we won a couple awards for our cable railing that we had there. So that's very popular. And now we're starting to show that in the West Coast as our height, 42-inch now. So it's really popular. Everybody wants a piece of that. So we're excited about that. Really
cool booth. If you haven't seen their booth at one of those shows, of course, it's not just that you, but everybody. It's almost like they build buildings inside this expo center. I don't know how much time they let these people set up and take down, but that stuff's not coming down in like 4 hours like you do at a normal show. I would assume they're working on that for days.
Right. Barrette's very innovative. We have all these new products every year. So don't have any good ideas yet what's coming out 2025, but we have a product management team that's working on it now.
So what's your aluminum brands?
We sell Alumiguard, and then we have our Active Yards brand and what we call it, the screwless Barrette brand also. So we have quite a bit. Yeah. One's in Atlantic City, one's in Florida. So
we'll have to bring you on and bring some of those samples. You did have these samples. Show those real quick. And I appreciate you coming on live with me while you're here.
Got a couple of our BuffTech that we're out here showing in town in Las Vegas, trying to get these darker colors in town.
Out here. So yeah, it looks like wood. So that's pretty cool.
It does look like wood.
Yeah. So again, thanks again for coming on. I know it's time for us all to go get some lunch.
Thanks for your time.
Wrap this up. All right. Thanks.
Bye.